Hey guys, this is the Darkest Waffle, and I just want to do a quick review on the $79 basic Kindle. Now this is the 6-inch model. It's the one right below the Kindle Paperwhite. And actually, for the price, it's a very nice device for only being about $79. Now this is the one with the special offers, which mean they're just advertisements with it. And I think you can pay like $20 to get rid of them. But overall, it's a nice device for being only about $79. The plastic feels really, it doesn't feel cheap. You get a little Kindle logo right there, and then on the back, it actually has a nice sort of like textured, sort of grippy. It's not like a rubbery, but it's like, a nice textured plastic on the back of it. It's beveled. Feels really nice in my hands. It's nice. Of course, I have sort of big hands, so I can hold it in one hand and read with it. The screen, I love the screen, it being the Paperwhite. I have a hard time with reading computer screens for long periods of time. So definitely not having the paper and not having an LCD screen makes it, I can just read a lot longer. So anyway, let's turn it on and look at it. So since this is the just the touch, there's only one button, just the power button right beside the micro USB on the bottom there. So all you do is press that, and right now, actually having screen off mode, which will make the screen completely blank when you turn it off. We have to hold the button to do that. I'll show you in a minute how that works. So here's what it looks like. Got a couple of different books on there right now. I'll focus a little bit. Now for battery life, I know with some of the, I think it was with some of the other models, like they boasted much longer battery life. Like a month or so. This one will do, especially since it's not backlit. You can get, I would say, probably a couple weeks out of it. I've been reading on this one for, say, a week, 2 weeks now, and I'm only just at half. And of course, turning the Wi-Fi off saves your battery a ton. So you maybe instead of 1 week, 2 weeks and a half. Of course, that's based on, they say, about 30 minutes of reading a day, but I do much more than that. So it's, it depends on what your reading style is. If you read 30 minutes or if you read a couple hours, your battery life, of course, is going to be different. This is the home screen. I've got a couple different books here. Just swipe it there, have a bunch of different ones, and right down here, this is where you'll see a lot of your ads. Just be small things, and then if you, anytime you lock it, instead of going, I guess, to the some of the other default screensavers, you get these and some of these are actually pretty cool. They'll have the some interesting books, and I've picked up actually 1 or 2 different books that I've gotten an advertisement for. Just give me a small rating or whatever for it. I know some people complain about it, but it's really, nothing ever pops up when you're reading. Nothing, is nothing like a push notification. All I gotta do is just swipe to unlock the system. So no, some people complain about them being annoying, but they're never in the way of anything. But yeah, let's open a book and see what it looks like here. So. Text is very nice. I'm just gonna focus here a little bit. The text is really nice and clear. I think it's like about 167 DPI or whatever it is for the rating. I think the one up from this is about 300 or so. But you can tell for text is really nice, and of course the other ones you can change with moving your fingers the size of the font and all that stuff pretty easily. With no problems. And another really cool feature is say if you don't know where, let's say I don't know, full screen there. Click this where it'll highlight it for me, and automatically it'll bring up the dictionary, Wikipedia. If you have the Wi-Fi on, now you can use translation, so I can translate it to any word I want to. Or if it's like a word in French or German, it'll tell me in English, and vice versa. You can set it to, say, go from English to Spanish, anything like just a normal translator would. The Wikipedia thing's nice because it'll automatically bring up, anything you want to know about it. What's cool is the dictionary, which this has a pretty big dictionary on it, it'll automatically bring it up and tell you, anything you want to know about it without having to have Wi-Fi on. So that's a nice little feature. What's cool, you can also do note and highlight. So let's say if you want to highlight this, it's highlighted. Let's go to it. And if I just click on it again, I can press delete, and it'll unhighlight it. What's nice too, if I want to say there's something in a book that I want to put a note beside or something, I can just press note, and I can write a note, and it'll leave a little comment there for me, like say, just type a couple letters. Yeah, just press save, and see right there's a little note. Just press it, and it shows my note that I had. So that's very convenient, especially if you're studying something or want to make some notes. So I'm just going to delete that right now. But it's just one of the pretty cool features with this. Let's delete that for now. Another nice thing is too. Now it's not set up in this, but I have it set up. If you go into the book, have it set up so over the page it'll tell you like what percentage of the book you've read, so you know where you are. So that's a pretty nifty feature. And then if you press up here, it also has what is known as X-ray, and it'll show, say, if I'm in the book, where I am, how many pages there are in it, what character you're talking about in that page. Right now this is just the beginning of the book, so there's nothing, but it'll tell you all the different characters, terms, and then any of the possible images. So it has the image at the front of the book. Not too many in this one, but it just shows a nice. So that's a nice little feature. So if you're ever lost or don't understand something in the book, you can just easily look it up. Yeah, I really like the resolution. The resolution is really, really nice. And then, of course, you can change around the font and all that. Let's go back to the home screen here. Press home. So yeah, see, it's different, because I have one or two Stephen King books on here. So, by what you buy, of course, it adds to, all that you get. But, you can easily go into your settings, change everything you want on here. Pretty basic stuff, change the name and different stuff. And then you can also change it so that it will refresh the page every time. 'Cause sometimes you'll see once in a while there'll be little lines of like text behind it. Like say if you pull up like a picture like this black one right here, in the background some of these little lines that it doesn't completely, I guess, erase when it redoes it. But that's, it's extra power for it to refresh every time. But yeah, it's very nice. And the one feature I was going to say that I talked about earlier is, say instead of when you lock it, you don't want it to go to that advertisement. All you do is hold down the power button down here, and just keep holding it until you see a little dialog box talk about. And just press the screen off. And here's where you can also go. You can restart the system too. Say if you're having like a problem, you can restart it. So yeah, it's a great device. I would say, especially if you want something that's not going to break the bank. Getting a something in an e-reader, something that's nice, is going to last you a long time. One thing I do want to say though, and I've read this a lot in a lot of the reviews, was people were complaining and putting one-star reviews because they're like, oh well, it's not backlit, oh it's not this and this and this, or they can't connect to the Wi-Fi, or just silly things, and it's not backlit. That's why it's only $79. If you want one that's backlit, pay $20 more and get the Paperwhite or get the Voyager, which is like I think $199. So yeah, just some basic things. It's not backlit. It's a basic model. That's why it's $79. And so just to put that out there so you don't buy it and then complain about it. Another cool feature is it does support. I do actually have a case for this. It does support. It's a nice little case I got for about $9. It supports sleep and all that when you close it. So let me show you how that works real quick. Yeah. And at first I thought it didn't actually support this, but right now, see, I have it in the closed zone. If I close it and open it, and now since I have it in the closed one, it'll automatically open that. Now, if you just press it once, and it goes to this, you still have to when you open it, it'll say slide to unlock Kindle. But yeah, so that's about it. Should cover it. And I hope that helps any questions you may have about the device, if you're, going to buy it in the future. So, thanks.